Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Cancer in mid-February 2020. What's going on, Cancer? How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. All right, Cancer, welcome to mid-February. Right off the bat, guys, I apologize. I'm a little under the weather, have a bit of a head cold here, so my voice is a little off. My throat is very dry. I'm congested, so I apologize if I have to stop the video at any point to take care of that. But you know, we gotta do things. Gotta keep the schedule on top. On top? Gotta keep on top of the schedule. There you go. That's how you're supposed to say that. Anyway, guys, hope everything in your life is going well. Cancer, I have shuffled off camera. That's your main spread there. I'm gonna shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all of the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, excuse me, that is when the reading begins. If you want to skip ahead, the timestamp is in the description box. Also down there is the information you need if you want to purchase a reading with me. If you have questions before you purchase an order, go ahead and email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as I can. All right, that's pretty much it. Oh, hope you had a good Valentine's Day if you were celebrating. Even if you weren't, I hope it was a wonderful Friday for you at the very least. So anyway, let's get into it. Let me see Cancer's outcome for mid-February 2020. Mid-February 2020 outcome for Cancer, please show me. To the floor it goes. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. Get up there. Where'd it go? Yeah, there it is. All right, came like that. That's crooked. All right, let's go ahead and flip what came face down for you. Okay. That's interesting. Those two have been seeing each other in the readings I've been doing with this deck. These two have been coming out. Interesting. Anyway. All right, Cancer, let's get into it. Please show me where Cancer is in mid-February 2020. Excuse me, mid-February 2020. Where's Cancer? Please show me. That was unclear. One more time, please. Okay, thank you. We got there. You were fluctuating between two positions, but we finally got there. Cancer, coming into mid-February, you come in with the Eight of Cups. So, you're over it, huh? Some of you, it's very much as simple as that. You're over it. You're done with a certain emotional state or an emotional phase or just the level of emotional contentment has been fulfilled, and there's a need for more or need for something different. Excuse me. In some of your cases, it feels as though, pardon me, you're fed up. In other cases, you're like just really despondent and kind of depressed about something. Regardless of how you feel about what you're going through now or where you find yourself now, Cancer, the momentum, yes, the momentum is building in you to progress, to move on, to exit or to move towards something else. Yeah, you see this woman, she's on this mountainside looking off into the distance. There is like a big, oh, come on now with the focus, for God's sakes. Off in the distance is like a castle over there to the left side of the card. So there's something that you want or somewhere you want to be. And the desire is very strong. And like I said, I feel there's this building momentum behind you. The problem that I'm feeling for you, Cancer, is that how to get there. I mean, really, if you look at it, how do you get there? This woman, oh, for God's sakes. There we go. This woman is on this side of a cliff or a crag, I guess you would call that, maybe, I don't know. But and there's like a roaring sea beneath her, and then the place that she wants to go is up on an island, at the top of an island or something. Like, how's she gonna get there? There's no boat. She's not dressed for the occasion. So it's like you want this thing, you want to move on, you want to, like I said, exit or progress a certain way, but the feasibility of how to get there is not present. So to desire something, to want something, is only half the battle. The other part is to actually be able to formulate a plan or have a strategy or actually have the ability to do something. And I feel as though some of you are not actually able to do something, to move in a certain way, to exit. You know, it's, as much as I'm feeling like this desire to leave, in some of your cases, a lot of you want to leave something, leave a place, leave a job, leave a household, leave a relationship, leave a connection, whatever it is, but you can't. Yeah, they're like, but you can't. And they kind of, what they did this, well, not emotion, but they did this towards me, which was energetically, it felt like not like a punch, but like a punctuation, like the end of a sentence, like a period, like you can't, period. Yeah. And it feels very definite. As much as you might want to leave, as much as you might be unfulfilled where you are, as much as you might be despondent or depressed or just too through with everything, you can't leave. There's something about you can't leave. That sucks. Because, you know, I can feel it. The desire is very strong. Excuse me. The desire is super strong, but I can't even connect with like how that would happen in the real world, how that would manifest in a physical world. In the physical world. I'm like wanting them to show me something, but they're not. So I don't know what that means. I mean, to put it in an example, if you want to leave a job, you might just not be able to find a job to replace the one that you have, right? So maybe not for lack of trying, or maybe you want to leave, but you actually haven't put in any work to do it, right? So if you want to get a new job, apply to a new a position, have you done so? You know, you see what I mean? Like, you might want to, but you're not able to, or you haven't. It's you know, it's a general, by the way, hello. So you're all going to have different rhymes and reasons to what's going on in this message. So in the example of a job, some of you haven't even put your resume together, haven't even, you know, gotten your references together. Others of you have submitted to other jobs, pardon me, but you haven't heard back, or, you know, you're getting offers, but like you don't get past the first interview, something like that. Others of you want a new job, but the job you might want requires some type of relocation, but you can't afford to do that. You've got family here, you've got your responsibilities here, you're tied into a lease, something like that. So there's all different rhymes and reasons as to why you can't do what you want to do, or why you're not able to do what you want to do. It's either capability or ability or circumstantial reasons that you can't, external energies or forces, or again, obligations and responsibilities that you can't negotiate with, or you can't sideline in some type of way. But the desire is so strong. It's so strong, this desire to get away from what you have now, or to progress past it. Either because you're finished with it, you're frustrated with what you have, you're not fulfilled with it anymore, or you've reached a limit and now you just want more. So some of you, it's like, some of you are satisfied enough with what you have. It's fine. You know, your situation, your circumstances, it supports you. The relationships you have support you, but now you want more, right? Versus another group of cancers, which is, I'm not happy at all. I'm very upset with what's going on in my life, or what I have to sort of count on, or what surrounds me now, or what I'm working with now is just unsatisfactory, and I need something different. Either way you cut it, the progression is not happening. Why not? I don't know. That was more of like a expression of your frustration. Why not? If this was a personal, we would be clarifying, but it's a general, and I don't usually clarify in generals, if ever. No, I don't think I have. So what else happens? And again, I apologize for all the sniffling and all that stuff, but these got to get done, you know? So what else happens? So you're stuck. And you're just like, oh man. You're very, when your hands are tied, Cancer, you can become really disoriented, or oh, I forgot that that's going on. I was like, because I was recalling the last 2 readings I did, and I was like, this also was kind of in there. Like, people are not able to do what they want to do. I forgot. We're in a Mercury retrograde right now. Is it in Pisces? It's don't go by me. I know we're in a retrograde, but I don't remember where it's retrograding right now. But your emotions. I feel as though they're kind of getting the better of you. Thank you. Moon card right beneath that 8 of Cups starting position. Major Arcana for Pisces, so some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, but you don't have to be. Wow. I got to study this deck. I just got this deck like a few days ago, but I've been using it, but I really got to study the artwork because there's a lot of similarities. Like, I feel as though this woman in the white dress is a repeating figure throughout. And I'm going to have to study it. But anyway, because there you see she's in this courtyard headed out of the gate, but look up on that hilltop, another house. Is it the same house? Castle, whatever, that we saw here? Don't know. Is it the same woman? Similar dress, dark-haired woman, right? So you might be fixated. There is a tendency for Cancers to become a little fixated when they are not happy. Dwelling, okay? Moping, okay? I'm not trying to call you out, but this is like the sense I'm getting, is different than what I was saying for Aries, because Aries was similar energy of not being able to progress, but their feeling about it was different than what I'm feeling now. What I'm feeling now is, like I said, dwelling. Like, in some of your cases, self-pity, but in general, it just feels as if sorrowful, like really, really, really sad. And not like in a, I mean, I guess I'm splitting hairs here, but not in like the sense of I'm depressed. Like, some of you might be crying a lot. Some of you, I mean, this can obviously mean that you are clinically, having an episode of depression or something like that. Yes, of course. But I'm sensing like someone who is crying regularly or cries over something simple. It could be your dissatisfaction in one area of your life. Let's say your work. Work is coming through. Or something to do with the progress of your life, yeah? Maybe some of you are not at a certain point in your life. You were expecting by this age you would have X, Y, Z. You only have X and you only have Z. You're missing the Y. You know what I mean? And that really kind of sours everything. That's what this feels like. Okay, thank you. I'm like, what does that have to do with the moon card? Because the moon is about indulgence. The moon is about, how can I explain this? Like, cover, I'm using this word. I'm going to explain it though. Coverage. Meaning, like, when the moon is out, everything is in shadows, right? Or everything is shadowy, or everything becomes hard to see, hard to discern, hard to really, get a full scope on, right? Everything becomes darker. Yeah, when it's nighttime, when the moon is out, yeah? Even though the moon, reflects the light of the sun, and we could see some things, but we can't see everything. So everything has a cloud over it. Everything has a shadow over it, yeah? So that's what this feels like. It feels like, okay, you might have things going well in terms of your home life. You might be okay in terms of money. You might be fine in terms of your health, but because you don't have, let's say you wanted to own a home by the time you were 35, something like that. But you're 37 now and you're still renting, or you live with your parents, or you live with, whatever, whomever rather. You're like kicking yourself because comparatively to other people in your age group or other people that you know, you just don't have what they have, and you want what they have, or you want this thing that fulfills your life plan, so to speak. Yeah. But because you don't have that one thing, this is that tendency I told you that Cancers can have, is like the one thing offsets your mood entirely. So because this one thing isn't going your way, everything is a failure. Everything isn't good enough, right? Even though in reality, you know, and other people might be able to tell you, it's Cancer, it's not that bad. And I'm not trying to sit here and, you know, say that to you, because I'm not here to challenge how you feel emotionally. Cups and the Moon card, emotionally, you are despondent. Emotionally, you're upset. Yeah? And emotions can't... It's hard to often argue logic versus someone's emotions. To argue the reality of the situation, or the objective truth as truth can be, right? It's hard to argue that against someone's emotional state, or how they feel about themselves, or how they feel about their circumstances, yeah? So that's what this feels like. It feels like emotionally you're just like inconsolable. Even if some of the things in your reality would, to other people, seem satisfactory. I apologize for all the drinking I have to do, but like I said, I am a little sick and my throat is a little dry. Now, so this moon, anything else with the moon? Yeah, I think, okay, thank you. That's interesting. I don't usually get that, but, you know, it's there. I'm also getting like a lusty thing going on here. That's the indulgent thing. So some of you might be indulging in your quote unquote naughty side in order to kind of placate yourself, okay? So whatever naughty means to you, like if you're upset about work, or you're upset about your relationships, or you're upset about, you know, your physical health, whatever is off, whatever is the missing element from the 8 cups that you're seeking to obtain or move towards, you might be in other areas of your life going off the deep end. So you might be drinking more, you might be, you know, being more lazy, you know, whatever form of indulgence, or whatever form the indulgence takes in your life, you're doing it. So you're going into it heavily. Because the thing about the Moon card is this indulgence thing, this element of escapism, pleasure seeking, okay? Whatever form pleasure means to you. You know, for some people, you know, sleeping 12 hours a day, that's pleasurable. Other people, it's like, you know, sex every day, all day, with multiple people. Other people, it's like, I'm going to eat cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whatever, okay? So, because you're dissatisfied, you now seek soothing in your indulgent behaviors, or things that you know aren't necessarily quote-unquote good for you, but they make you feel good in the moment. Interesting. So then what happens? Yeah, so you're stuck. Is that the right word? Yeah, they're like stuck. They're like stuck. You get the Fool card in reverse, secondary major arcana for Aquarius. I'll show you this upright so you can get better used to it. Now, this particular depiction of the Fool is kind of interesting. Because, I mean, look at this woman. Look at her. Oh, come on and focus. Damn you. Please focus. It won't do it. Oh, I hate this camera so much. There we go. She looks a little scared, right? I mean, she's running out of this ocean in like this soaked dress, right? She looks pretty panicked, at least. Yeah? So I found that interesting with this deck, that she looks a little worried. Let's say worried. And there's something about women with dark hair in these light colored dresses in this deck. It's very interesting. Anyway, oh, it was in the reverse, my bad. Stuck, right? That was the word, stuck. What else? You're repeating something. Thank you. Because cycles with the moon. You're repeating something. Some of you, this is like repeated behaviors, you know, when things don't go your way. That has also been a theme. for Aquarius and Aries. We're going to see about the rest of the zodiacs. But when things don't go your way, Cancer, you tend to self-sabotage. Is that right? You tend to, like I said, indulge in things that you know aren't good for you, but they feel good in the moment. And, you know, I'm no psychologist. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your mother. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but it feels as though you know it's bad, but you do it anyway. And that short-term dopamine boost, you know, that pleasure center being turned on for a couple of days or a couple of hours, that to you is better than being like this the entire time, being aware with the Eight of Cups of how unsatisfied you are the entire time. So, so you distract yourself with pleasure. And that equals this stuck energy, because the Fool is about, you know, new beginnings. The Fool is about stepping off the ledge, essentially. In the traditional tarot deck, if you're familiar with that artwork, is stepping off of the ledge without a care in the world and being bold and brave enough to face adversity or face, you know, the unknown and embracing it. Here, there's no jumping off the ledge. And this is weird. Well, not weird, but I'm feeling it's like very specific. I feel as though Cancer, where you're unsatisfied, Eight of Cups, with your job, relationships, with yourself, with your own, you know, state of health, you know, in terms of, you know, your physical body, your mental body, whatever, your spiritual health, whatever. Wherever you're dissatisfied, I feel as though there was a chance, or is a chance now, maybe concurrently, maybe there is a chance right now, for you to do something different, to maybe endure a setback and not give into your vices, to give into your indulgences, to give into this element of escapism. But you went with what you know, which is to seek pleasure in order to put a band-aid on, essentially, what is a long-term, or if not long-term, it's become very apparent that something has to change in some facet of your life, but because the change has not come, or it's not the way you want it to be, or it's not available to you just yet, you end up backtracking and becoming, pardon me, a little, I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel as though energetically, I think you get, like, with the tone, like, I'm not trying to call you out, but I am calling you out. You know what I mean? I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to blame you. Not at all. But what I'm sensing is somebody who knows that they could that they could make different choices. But instead of making different choices, you make the same choices you made previously when things didn't go your way. And again, it's in that moment you feel good. But overall, in the long term, after, you know, you kind of come out of this period of feeling down on yourself, are you going to be happy with what you've done? If you've overindulged with drinking, if you've overindulged with you know, and this is no shade, if you've been out there slinging it, you know, laying in bed with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Sandra, Brittany, and Tamika, it doesn't matter. After that is done, after you're done with those indulgences, in that bit of escapism, are you going to feel better? So why would you do it? Again, you're stuck. You repeat this. You've done this before. And I'm saying you, Cancer. If this isn't you, it's a general. It could be somebody else. Whoever's doing this has done this before, and they know it doesn't work. They know it doesn't fulfill them. They know it doesn't make them happy. They know it doesn't improve their situation, but they do it anyway. Short term. Short-term pleasure, short-term relief of stress, relief of boredom in some cases, yeah. And yeah, that's what that Fool is. It's a repeating behavior. It's not breaking off and doing something new, like the Fool, when it's upright, encourages you to do. This Fool in the reverse means you stay in a loop. You stay in behaviors and reactions that you're used to. And you know they don't serve you, but you do it anyway. Interesting. I'm going to take a break to clear my nose. I'll be right back. Movie magic, we're back. So, stuck, not serving yourself. You know it doesn't serve you. So then what happens? Magician. Why? What is this? Oh, that's interesting. Ha 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 ha. Okay. First of all, in a funny way, and that's not going to make much sense or difference to anybody, but he looks like Chris Christopherson, for those who knows who that is. Anyway, the Magician. Listen, I gotta really like look into this deck and really understand the artwork, because now I'm getting this idea of, again, oh, I'm sorry, that was gross. I'm sorry. The castle on the hill here, another castle on the hill, or house on the hill, whatever it is, another house on the hill down here, right? And then this guy looks like he's opening the front door to a very large house, a mansion, a castle, whatever. And he's welcoming us. He's welcoming the person looking at the card. So this is probably, since they want me to, visualize it this way or conceive it this way, this is probably someone outside of you, Cancer, who could help you. A counselor, yes. A therapist, sure. A friend, a trusted friend, absolutely. This person is a very capable manifester. Oh, by the way, secondary major arcana with the, oh my god, I'm gonna blank. Oh, Gemini and Virgo, thank you. It took me a minute. Gemini and Virgo, thank you. They don't have to be, whoever this person is, obviously, doesn't have to be a Gemini or a Virgo, but they're very powerful. They're very accomplished when it comes to being able to manifest. Now, how people manifest, the methods that they use, the steps they take, the practices that they go through, it's all personal to the individual, in my belief. This person, why do I say that? This person might not even know they're a good manifester. They might not even know they're very masterful or capable in manifesting, because they don't conceive it that way. Some of them, they don't know shit about metaphysics. They don't care about tarot. They don't believe in psychics, whatever. There's something about this person's innate capability, or the way that they approach life or approach obstacles in life, the coping mechanisms they have in place, the skills that they have garnered for themselves or built up for themselves over the years, whether they're conscious of it or not, allows them to be this very capable manifester. Yeah. I am getting like a very strong and like tough energy from this person, very tough. So they might, operate in the sense of like giving you tough love, or that's, just might be how they are as a person. They might not be all cute and cuddly when it comes to anything in their life, whether it be, relationships, their work ethic, whatever. I feel as though this person is a very straight and narrow type. I don't want to say like by the books, or like they're not a rule breaker. They've broken many rules in their life. Yes, thank you. But they're a straight shooter, They call it like it is, and there's no fluff. Not a lot of fluff with this person. Not a lot of pleasantries with this person. I don't know who they are to you. Like, I am still getting like this idea of a therapist or a counselor, or someone outside of you who gives advice, someone outside of you who offers support, whether that's in a professional capacity or in a very personal, this is your best friend since second grade. I don't know. This person, I don't think, is aware that you're going through all of this. I don't think that they know the degree to which you're suffering, or suffering in quotes, because I don't know what suffering is to you, and you don't know what suffering is to me. but suffering in quotes. It feels like this person, either because you want it that way, or because they haven't asked, or because they're just not observant in that way. But I don't think that they know all of what you're going through. And that may or may not be good news to you. That may or may not make you feel good. I don't know. But there is a distance. Thank you. There's a distance between what you're going through and what this person is going through, or what they're dealing with, or where they're at in their life and where you are in your life. Okay. Remember I told you that I feel like some of you are comparing yourselves to others. Could be this person. Or you're comparing your life, your timeline, your lifeline, or whatever to other people. I'm 37, I'm 34, I'm 26, whatever it is. And other people my age, or other people, I mean, you might be looking up statistics, for God's sakes. The average person in, Des Moines. Here we go. Hi, Des Moines. I always pick on Des Moines or Boise. Anyway, the average person in Des Moines is supposed to make this much money a year, according to, census data. And you're just like, I don't make that much. I make much less. How come I'm below average, right? This person could represent the average citizen in your city, or the average person in your age group, or whatever it is. The average person who works your type of job, whatever. I feel as though this person is not aware that you view them as that, or that they are some type of average person, like average performer. Like they're just like, oh, I'm 37 and yeah, I own a home. It's kind of like, doesn't everybody? It's like, not in a cocky way or an arrogant way, but they're just like not aware that they are, from your standpoint, Cancer, or vice versa, whatever it is, they're not aware that you see them as this, or they're not aware that other people would see them as that. They just take it as fact, or take it as, what else would it be? It's something like that. I'm not sensing jealousy. Is it jealousy? No. They're like, no, it's not. It's not jealousy. Is it, what do we call that? Coveting. Thank you. I'm getting all biblical. Coveting, right? When you covet someone else. I mean, I guess that has, it's not jealous. It's more, thank you. I wish I was more like this person. I wish I was more like that. Like I said, there's something missing in your life. It's like, if I had this one thing, if there was this one thing that was true in my reality, if I had this one thing, this one possession, if I had this one relationship, if I had this one opportunity, I would be golden. Like, that's your mindset. Whoever I'm reading for, that's the mindset of this person. And comparatively, they view this person as having that one thing. However, I'm here to tell you, it's not one thing that this person has. The magician, in terms of tarot, has more than one thing. If you look on the table next to him, he's got the cup, the pentacle, the sword, and the wand, right? So he has multiple things. And I'm saying he only because there's a man there. This person could be a female. There's no gender. This person has several elements, several skills, several life experiences, several capabilities, several, not several knowledge, but multitude of knowledge. Thank you. That helps them be who they are. It's not one thing they have that you don't have. It's not like that. So I don't know in what way this person is in your life. I feel some of you might not even know this person. Thank you. For those that you do, this already is someone that you work with in terms of therapy. Others of you, know of this person, but you haven't actually gone to see them in a professional capacity. Others of you, it's a close friend or relative. And I don't know. There's an apprehension to talk to this person or to be around them. Again, maybe because you're coveting what they have. I could see that. I could see a Cancer definitely would want to isolate themselves from someone that they think has what they don't have. Like, it would possibly be painful, discomforting to be around someone like this. For you, emotionally. It's uncomfortable to be near this person. Even though I think they're kind of helpful to you. Whether they or you or both of you are aware of it or not. Interesting. Your outcome, Cancer, for mid-February is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it doesn't look like things are going to get too much better in the near future. Three of Pentacles in reverse is not copacetic. It's not working together with other people. It's not like, remember I said you could want and you have this desire, but there's no like practical actions coming up. I see no practical actions with this outcome. No. It's like, the work that needs to be done. They know, whoever's involved, because there's more than one person here. So if you're going through something emotionally, Cancer, or whoever I'm reading for, again, it's a general, it can go vice versa. If someone's in a deep emotional void, or they're in a vacuum, a vacuum, which can be linked to depression, which can be linked to issues with anxiety or, mood fluctuations, whatever it is, or, just seasonal. We're still in winter, right, up here in the northern hemisphere, so some of you could be seasonal depression, yeah? Knowing the facts, there's still this element of not working with the facts. I'm just using this as an example. That when you get in these moods, you tend to drink more, just as an example, right? That, around the holidays, let's say starting back from Thanksgiving or Christmas time, and then we're in almost March here, right? Historically, over the last 8 years of your life, let's say, that the holidays are hard for you. So you tend to drink more, or you sleep in more, or you overeat, or whatever it is. That. It is a fact. You've been diagnosed. You recognize the pattern, whatever it is, What do you do to change that behavior or to counteract that stuff? Not nothing, but whatever you're doing, it doesn't help. The people around you, they might not help, right? You might be around people who encourage this behavior, who indulge in who indulge in indulgence, yeah, sure, who indulge in bad behaviors or overindulgence, just like you. I hate the holidays too, man. Let's go out and have a couple of drinks. Sure, it's a Tuesday. Sure, we both have work at 8 a.m., but we're staying out until 1. Is that smart? Is that helping you? In the short term, like I told you, yes, it feels good right now. What's happening in the long run? Not a damn thing. So, Three of Pentacles in reverse, I'm feeling as though between you and other people, but at least just you, Cancer, or whoever this message is for, no sensible, practical, helpful actions are going towards getting over or transcending or being able to appease this Eight of Cups energy. Lord. Why? I'm not asking literally because that's not my job here, but it feels as though there's something deeper that needs to be explored, but it's not being explored, or it's not being questioned, perhaps. Now, overall energy is the Six of Swords, so that kind of speaks to the whole gist of everything we've been talking about. Disruptive waters, right? Look at this, a big stormy sea, and wanting to get the hell out of that. This could be your emotional despair. This could be your emotional discontentment. In terms of what's on the card, it looks like a, oh my God, please don't sneeze right now. Okay, whew. It looks like a it looks like a shipwreck. Yeah, there you go, a shipwreck. You're in something so emotionally disruptive. There's like a lot. This storm, even though this is a swords card, the storm that's being depicted on the card, I feel as though it is deep within you. Possibly from, wounds from your childhood, wounds from the past, and issues that are cropping up now that you're an adult or now that you've hit a certain phase in your life. It's just, this is very, has some deep roots in your life, Cancer. And the answer to it is not simple. Like I told you, I think some of you perceive this to be, if I just had this one thing, if this one element in my life were to be in place, or if this one situation in my life were to be repaired or wrapped up or whatever. It's more than just the one thing. It's more than the one thing. And to get away from it, okay, thank you. Look at this. If there, I think there's a ship in the background. Not here, but over here there's like a ship. Yeah, until that storm clears out, I don't know that there would be safe passage. And that is not normally what we talk about when we talk about the Six of Swords. No, I mean, well, the Six of Swords doesn't say smooth sailing. It does say leaving a tumultuous situation, going towards a place with calmer waters. That is the overall theme. That is the overall desire behind the Six of Swords. But the focus in this card, in this deck, is on that tumultuous energy, that turmoil that exists in the here and now. That is a problem. That needs to be addressed. And in your case, Cancer, it feels very deep. It feels like oh my God, it's like they keep doing this or making me want to do this. And they're like drilling, like they're showing me and they're giving me the sensation in my hand of drilling into something. So it's deep and it's not an easy fix. That could be why I got this idea of an outside person being a counselor or a therapist or someone who has a different insight into what's going on with you. Okay? All right, Cancer, that is your mid-February message. If you liked it, the like button is down below. Hit that for me. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated in your life. I would love to read that. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. There's a little button for it right down there at the bottom. And of course, guys, you can share the video with other people if you like my message and you want them to know what I said. Cancer, I'll be back soon with the March messages as well as the no communications reading. So you have those two things to look forward to. And I will see you guys in the future, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Take care.